Righty, my man, you're on the Nordschleife. So once we go through the cones, we've got a nice long drag that's going to go down through an open left. Okay, what you want to do is stick to the right hand side until the Yokohama sign, and then if it's available, we don't have traffic around us, we make a nice sweeping arc in tight to the curb on the left and out wide, always using the full width of the track, obviously when it's available, provided there's no traffic. Alright, so you can take us out. So you see the Yokohama sign in the bushes. At the Yokohama sign, you're going to start a nice long arc in. You can stay on the gas, tight to the curb, and nice and wide out to the right hand side. When we get to the compression, you're going to breathe off. Even a little settle on the brakes is good. Yeah, and now on the gas to the left curb, straight across, keep it loaded to the right curb. Now you want to start trail braking, get ready to brake properly, brake a bit harder around the 202, then brake properly to the cobblestones off the brakes, tight to the curb on the right, hug almost to the end of the curb, now into the curb on the left. There's those blue arrows, brake before them, brake here, now tight into the Armco, and then open on your exit on the gas. Good. Start bringing it to the right hand side, ready to go left. Start your braking, brake to the end of the concrete wall where the safety lights are, and then in tight to the curb on the left. You can start to roll the gas on out wide. We're going to hug around this curb to the right here and then run early out wide to the left hand side, nice and wide. Brake before the 2, at the 2 release the brakes, in we go, load your gas in the corner and out wide on the exit. Hug around to the left here tight and then allow the car to settle wide to the right on the exit and braking. Good, into the curb on the left, it takes us into a double right-hander, single radius, so follow the shiny line, let it run deep, and bring it all the way back to the right hand side of the cobblestones. Now we go into the left, give me some brakes here, hug this curb to the end of the red and white curb, in, now gas, and run it out wide. Over to the left hand side, ready to go right.
There's a guy behind me.
Alright, no worries, you're doing great. We normally come wide and then we hug this curb to the end of the curb, and then we go in and we roll the gas on. Only once you come away from that curb and go in do you want to roll the gas on. If you roll on too early in the right-hander, it spits you out early and messes up the following left. In tight to the right and wide to the left on the exit. Stay wide on the left-hand side. After the crest, double right-hander, single radius. Let it settle. There's plenty of brakes. Off the brakes, in, follow this arc and feed the gas the whole way. Keep loading your gas. Good. Alright, we've got a left followed by a long left. We're okay for traffic. If you're comfortable, you can go past him. Okay, long left. Now what you want to do is hug this next curb to the bottom of the compression where you see the little white dot, and then straight over the right hand side of the crest. Good, and let it settle, brake hard to the 5, at the 5 off the brakes in, load your gas, and keep coming to the left hand side. And braking, you're going to brake hard here to the first white dot on the outside, and then a long arc in, that's a good line. Now get tighter to the apex, and you can start to roll it on out wide on the exit. Good, over to the right, ready to go left. In we go. Keep the gas loaded as straight as you can down here. At the bottom on the right, you see the red and white curb. Hug that to the end of the red and white curb. And now we go in tight to the curb on the left. Let the car settle wide to the right and brake to the motorcycle side. Braking off the brakes in. Good. Alright, a little bit of brakes and then we hug around. Careful. Hug. Yeah, alright, so then let him go by. Yeah, you don't want to do that. Braking wide to the yellow paint on the Armco, and now in tight to the left. Hug left, wait on the gas. See, if you gas a bit too early, it puts you on the inside. So hug that left a little longer, pause off the gas, and then once you set it into the right, you can roll the gas on. Alright, where that big tree stands up on the left there's an open left that takes us down to a proper left. So we're going to cut through and run wide to the right early, so wide, and then brake to the end of the cobblestones here, off the brakes now, in and load your gas in the corner. Allow the car to settle wide, and braking. Brake to the first white dot, and then tight into the curb on the left. Good, start your gas, stay on it through the right-hander and run wide to the left-hand side. Stay wide at the 8K sign, start your braking and brake wide to the first white dot, stay wide. Now in. Apex here, and now out on the exit. Yeah, so just try stay wide a little longer before going in because it's a very late apex. A little bit of brakes to the 108 and then tight into the curb on the left. Roll your gas on straight across the curb on the right and wide early to the left, braking. Triple right-hander, long entry, and this is a good arc. You can feed your gas now. This is your apex. Load your gas the whole way. Okay, you want to let him go? Good, very good. Alright, slowest corner coming up. So we brake, we come into the curb on the right. Then we brake again, go middle deep first, and then hard into the curb on the left. Yes, that's a good line. You can start to roll your gas on. Stay on it through the right hander, out wide to the left. All right, stay wide on the left, open right hander, taking us down to double left now. So we come into the curb on the right here, let it settle, and braking. We're gonna brake hard to the first white dot, tight into the curb now, and then let it run deep on a single radius, and bring it all the way back to the curb on the left. You're gonna hug this curb to the end of the red and white curb, give it a dab of brakes. In now, give it gas, quite a steep uphill, and run it wide as you go. Okay, car coming to your left. Just be very careful of that curb. You just touched it, but it's a big curb. If you catch more of that curb at speed, it's going to launch you into that arm car on the left-hand side. All right, open left-hander coming up. Stay wide, and in we go on the gas, and stay to the left-hand side. At that grey triangle sign, you're going to start your braking. Good, brake hard, and then trail off, but stay on the outside, stay on the outside, stay on the outside, to the end of the crossing, in. Now gas. And you can run it the whole way out, long exit. Very nice, you did well there. Another corner that people want to turn into early there. So just remember the 125, shape your arc to the end of the cobblestones, and then you make the move in for the apex. Long left now, made up of 3 parts. This is 1, this is 2. Number 3, we allow the car wide to the right, ready for a final left. You're okay at this speed, take us in on the gas, don't lift, you're going to feel a dip. So that dip is why we don't lift, because if you're really fast and you lift in that dip, it can move around on you. So if you are quick, you can take a bit off before the corner. If you're not sure, make sure you're on the gas in the corner. Wide, stay on the gas, into the right, keep it loaded. Straight across, wide to the right early, and braking to the end of the cobblestones, off the brakes in, and load your gas in the corner. Deep arc, yeah, that's it. Let it run deep, and then keep following that arc back to the left-hand side at the top of the crest, ready to go right. So hug left, give me a small dab of brakes, off the brakes, in on the gas, out wide on the exit. Stay wide, start your braking at the curb, ready for a hairpin. So brake wide to the Yokohama, and then we're going to turn into apex after the 140 on the inside. That's good, this is your apex. You can start to roll it on and run it out as you go. Straight shot up to the carousel now. All right, let him go, you clear after him. All right, aim for that little white number board where the camera people are, the 143, and then all 4 wheels on the white. Don't go on the black, but get nice and tight to it. As tight to it as you can be, you don't want to pop out the top. Now you can load your gas and go straight. Good. Smooth radius from this curb to that curb, and then let the radius take you wide. Finally, let it bring you back up against the end of the curb on the right here, and give me a dab of brakes to the end of the dark cobblestones, in tight, give it gas. Run your arc wide to the red and white curb, top at the outside there. A little bit of brakes next to the red and white curb, at the end of the red and white curb, in tight to the curb on the left. Start your gas, stay on it through the right hander wide, stay wide, brake to the 151, at the 151, in we go. Good. Cresting left, you can keep it going, and we're going to go high to the left hand side. Give me some brakes, and then tight to the right curb. A little bit of brakes again, go a little deep first, and now no gas, keep it coming all the way left, no brakes. In now, gas. Bring it a little bit further to the left and then into the right. Braking in the compression to the end of the cobblestones, and now in. Try not to wander away from the edge until you're ready to turn in, so you stay as wide as you can. Braking to the Yokohama sign. Yokohama sign, in we go, double left, so you can let it run deep and then bring it all the way back to the left hand side. Very nice. Braking, but stay wide. In you go, give it gas now. Open as you go, stay wide. Braking to the end of the cobblestones, and then that's a little early, careful. Turn it in, and now gas. So just remember, brake to the end of those cobblestones, and then you want to make a decisive move, but not too early. Braking almost to the yellow A here, hard into the curb. Now you can start to roll the gas on, stay on it through the right crest, and then gently, we got a long left now. You want to run wide to that fence on the outside where the 169 is. At the 169, in on the gas. Let the gas pull you through here. Good. Give me some brakes, lift, brake again, off the brakes, double right hander. Let it run deep all the way back to the right. Back to the right, good. Cresting left, you can gently stay on the gas. Oops, here we've got someone's got a problem or crashed it. And now gently on the gas, no lifting, in on you go. Keep it going, keep it going. Good. Stay wide. And in we go again. Keep your gas loaded, don't lift, keep it loaded, and go straight. Hug left a little bit, in on the gas. Very nice. Straight as you can up here. You're looking for the end of this Armco where the split is, the orange paint, to start your brakes and run all the way to the top. Braking, stay wide, now in and hug the right. A little bit of brakes to the end of the dark cobblestones, and then tight into the curb on the left. Give it gas, run it out wide on the exit, stay wide on the right. and braking, but stay wide almost to the end, and then hard in onto the black this time, tight to the curb. Give it gas now, open here, good, and back to the left. All right, run it up wide to the left-hand side, give me some brakes, and tight to the curb, long arc, give it gas, gentle gas, wide to that fence where you see the 186. At the 186, we're gonna modify in, good, and you can start to roll it on and you can get on it heavy. And run as wide as you go, yeah. Yep, and that's the lap of the North Cipher. Yeah, man.
Co-driver instructions. I've never had an instructor kind of go through it quite that detailed, but that's amazing.
This track requires a lot of detail.
Oh, yeah.
How I normally do it if we work on a track day and you've got time to spend with someone is we start with that much detail, and then as they start falling into place, then I wind the detail back to keywords until eventually it becomes just a visual cue, and the person develops their own internal monologue. It's the only way to learn this place, basically paint by numbers.
All right, and then we're going back to...
Yeah, you just got to go drop me at the office.
Okay.
I know it's so you just hairpin around here and then up through the parking lot. I know it's a hell of a lot of information to try and remember. You can go left here. It's pretty much impossible to try and remember it in the first go. See what sticks with you, and then